How freedom of information laws challenge government secrecy and promote transparency. Exploring how freedom of information laws combat government secrecy to promote openness, accountability, and transparency in society. Freedom of information laws, balancing openness against government secrecy. Hey, have you ever wondered how much your government is actually hiding from you? I mean, we all hear about leaks and scandals, but how does information flow from those top secret government offices to the public? That's where freedom of information laws come in. These laws are pretty much the backbone of democratic transparency. They're designed to crack open the doors of government classified information and push back against government confidentiality and secrecy. Think about it. On one hand, governments have a legitimate reason to keep some things under wraps, like military plans or sensitive diplomatic talks. This is where government secret policies come into play, protecting national security and public safety. But on the other hand, without some level of transparency, it's all too easy for government document secrecy to turn into full-blown government information secrecy, hiding unethical decisions or corruption from the public eye. So, what exactly do these freedom of information laws do? Well, they give citizens the right to request access to government records and documents that would otherwise remain locked away. When they work well, these laws act like a flashlight shining on government transparency issues that might go unnoticed. This means journalists, researchers, and everyday people can hold governments accountable. But here's the catch. Government information secrecy isn't going away anytime soon. Governments often push back with all kinds of exemptions, claiming that releasing certain files could jeopardize national security, personal privacy, or diplomatic relations. This means some information stays classified indefinitely, which sometimes fuels public distrust. What's fascinating is watching how this tension plays out in real life. You get whistleblower cases, media investigations, and legal battles all centered around whether the public has the right to know. And this struggle over government information transparency has inspired a lot of fiction too, reflecting the anxiety and drama it creates. For example, if you're intrigued by stories about secret government experiments, alien cover-ups, and shadowy deep state operations, I highly recommend checking out Hush, a psychological thriller of alien manipulation and deep state deceit. It weaves government secrecy and psychological suspense in a way that really keeps you turning the pages. What makes freedom of information laws so vital is that they encourage a culture where government transparency issues can be openly discussed. When information flows more freely, people are empowered to participate in democracy in a more meaningful way. You get informed voters, watchdog journalism, and greater public trust, because people feel they're not being kept in the dark. That said, not all countries have strong, enforceable freedom of information laws. Some have rules on paper, but little practice in breaking down government information secrecy. And even in places that do, enforcement can be spotty, and bureaucracy can slow the entire process to a crawl. Still, there's no denying the positive impact these laws have had. Opening records related to government secret policies has led to reforms, exposed abuses, and changed the course of history. Of course, it's a constant balance. Governments need to protect certain information, but the default should lean toward openness unless there's a compelling reason to keep things confidential. So the next time you hear about government classified information or government documents secrecy making headlines, remember freedom of information laws are the unsung heroes trying to peel back that veil of secrecy. And if you want a thrilling, imaginative glimpse into how that secrecy can spiral into something much bigger, definitely check out Hush. It's available in ebook, print, and audio formats. Grab your copy today and get drawn into a world where the truth is darker and more tangled than you ever imagined. In the end, these laws remind us that transparency isn't just some bureaucratic ideal. It's a key piece of how free societies function. Staying aware of how government confidentiality and secrecy affect us is part of being an engaged citizen. And who knows, by demanding openness, we might just keep those secret policies from staying secret forever.